Alrighty then, we are back here working on a golf cart, and we are picking up where we left off, and that means we are pulling apart the floor pans and going to be cutting out those rocker panels. Right now I am struggling to make some rivets pop off, but I get it done with this screwdriver.
Oh, fuck! I'd say that's about perfect.
There we go.
It's free!
The rocker panel is ready for extraction. At this point it's mostly held together with hopes and dreams and maybe a little bit of magic. Meanwhile, Brad was over here measuring, marking, and then punching holes for the sprocket to go on. He found a way to use the caliper to mark where the holes are supposed to be, then mark the center of them, and then punched a hole for the drill bit. This is, of course, the hub that we're using to mount the drive sprocket onto the axle. Okay.
I was filming punching. I was going to talk, but you were making too much fucking noise, so...
Oh. Well, I mean, there was a lot of cutting that was needed to happen over there.
Right. So... I measured and marked the holes. Used a caliper to precisely place the sprocket.
Well, we hope so anyways.
Almost exactly center.
Well, no, well, not almost.
And then I just kind of marked all the holes, and then kind of approximated center of the holes, and then double checked with the caliper again. Punched them, and now I'm going to drill them.
Sounds good. Then we'll just paint it black.
Yeah, we'll paint it black in. That's a lot of oil. Okay, so I finished the hub, drilling the holes, and bolted up the sprocket. These bolts are a little too small right now. We're gonna have to get some metric bolts, more like what came with the hub. They're just a little bit loose in the holes right now. But I even painted the hub black, so that's good. Now it's just going to be a matter of sliding it on and lining it up. Then we'll have to adjust the sprocket, figure out a chain tensioner, and do everything else.
Step 30 out of 3,900
is counting.
87.
Who's counting?
I just did.
I started thinking to myself, like, is the end set up for the threads there?
It wasn't supposed to be.
key.
It's okay.
Not the key, the set screw.
The set screw. It's,
Nobody panicked.
it looked like you did for a second.
I did.
The look that you gave me was like of sheer terror.
That's right.
That our tree is going to be in the way.
What? I told you not to put that there.
The set screw is probably going to be in the way again.
It slid off, damn it.
But you slid it off in the keyway.
Where is it? There it is. Alright. Yeah. They have trees in the way. Alright, you're picking the thing up this time.
Of course, I have to take your arms from my leg once today.
Good. Alright. So yeah, we'll just like bolt it up and line things up and stuff. Alright, so it looks like something now. We've got the sprocket kind of just sitting there in place. There's no key in it or anything yet right now. But we're just kind of getting an idea of where the chain's at.
Right there, that's where the chain's at.
It almost clears the cross member we built there for the engine. It just barely touches, and we're thinking that's probably going to be a good place for a chain tensioner. We could probably get away without one, maybe.
Well, we don't really, that's probably a bad idea.
But yeah, it'd be good to have adjustability with it. So,
Especially since this chain is really old.
yeah. But, you know, chains cost money, so.
They do, and this is probably a very expensive chain too.
Yep. So, that's that. Still working on the rocker panels. Getting ready, I think, for welding, right?
Yeah, the other side there's a battery tray, then I'm going to chop a bit up, and then at that point it's just cleaning up some rusty bits, and then welding the end caps on it, and then going in place. The only thing that might stop me is the fact that the welder is nearly out of gas.
Right. Alright.
Oakley dokley. These are the floor pans that are go where your feet go. That I just removed for those rocker panels right over there. They were not in terrible shape. They're pretty good, but
They were in terrible shape.
they were not in terrible shape. No, they were in fine shape. So we're just going ahead to clean them up a little bit, and we'll paint them probably with Rust-Oleum truck bed liner or something like that to give a nice texture and fill in. Black, of course, yes. And that'll fill in all the pit marks and.
It'll fill in some of the pit marks.
Well, it'll make it look better than it was.
It'll drip through some of them too.
Well, the fact that it's black though, that'll fix everything. Our rocker panels, they're all nicely tacked in place. Did a nice little angle cut in the front. We gotta do some adjustments to all the brackets and structural mounts and do more final welding. And there you have it. There are rocker panels fully welded into our golf cart. They're welded to all the upper mounts here and then one in the front, and there's also the lower cross members down here that they're welded to, so it should be plenty strong. Anybody with some pounds on them could step on that and it won't cause any issues.
It's like the strongest thing on it now.
Probably is.
It's definitely strong enough to be afraid. So I think it'll stand up alright as rocket panels.
I think so. Well, next time we have plenty of things to do, we might start wiring, get the carb mounted. Those foot pans need to get painted and whatnot.
Everything needs to get painted actually. Almost
Yeah.
everything.
Well, the body too, but that's, that's another story. That body has seen far better days and
Yeah,
has...
we'll do the same thing as last time. Go for function first.
Exactly.
Forget about the body later.
Exactly.